Hey, what's up everybody? Here's the video that I said I was finally going to do of all my pickups from the last couple months. A couple of them in there I've already had for a bit, I just don't think I've showed them. I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, there's a lot here. I'm going to go ahead and read the descriptions of the back as quickly as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First one I got, some of these I got at Walmart, some I ordered off Amazon. This was one I ordered online. Smash Cut with Sasha Grey. And it also has David Hess, Michael Berryman, and Herschel Gordon Lewis, which I think he passed away a couple of years ago. But I did have the pleasure of meeting him in 2007 or 8, I want to say. I think it was 2008 at Spooky Empire. He's also known as like the godfather of gore. If you don't know who he is, you should definitely look him up, check out his movies. And I'll go ahead and read the back here. It's the perfect midnight movie. Contains both blue... Oh, okay. The special effects on director Abel Whitman's new shock horror film just aren't cutting it. Sick of the bad reviews from critics and fans alike, Abel decides to bring a new level of horrific reality to his film set. He realizes that nothing looks more like a dead body than an actual dead body, and embarks on a prop hunting killing spree. When her sister turns up missing, a local TV reporter decides to investigate, eventually landing a role in Whitman's film. Can she solve the case before ending up in the cutting room floor? Lee DeMar, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter, directs a cast of underground legends, past and present, starring David Hess. Excuse me. Last House on the Left, and film star Sasha Grey, and featuring Michael Berryman, The Hills Have Eyes, Ray Sager, the original Wizard of Gore, and the man who inspired it all, the godfather of gore, which I said, Herschel Gordon Lewis. Blood Feast. Smash Cut is a righteous homage to B-movie horror filmmaking. And next one is one that I had in my MegaCon autograph, The Slumber Party Massacre. I didn't have it until then. When Michelle Michaels decides to invite her high school girls basketball teammates over for a slumber party. She has no idea the night is going to end with an unexpected guest, an escaped mental patient and his portable power drill, crashing the party in the cult classic The Slumber Party Massacre. Another one that you saw, the remake of Slasher. Probably one of the best remakes that I've seen, horror movie-wise. Frank Elijah Wood, Lord of the Rings, leads a deceptively peaceful life. To the outside world, he's a withdrawn and somewhat eccentric owner of a mannequin store. But his quiet facade masks an inner rage that forces him to brutally kill the woman who managed to get too close to him. When a young artist named Anna appears one day at Frank's shop and asks for his help with her new exhibitor, Frank develops an obsession with her that threatens to completely destroy his already fragile psyche. Soon the streets become unsafe for any woman after dark as newly awakened Maniac begins to stalk and kill. Based on the classic 1980 shocker, Maniac is an intimate, visually daring, psychological, complex, and profound horrific trip into the downward spiral nightmare of a killer and his victims. This one was in last month's horror pack, not this past one, the one I didn't do. Rutger Hauer and Hobo with a Shotgun. A train pulls into the station. It's the end of the line. A hobo jumps from a freight car, hoping for a fresh start in a new city. Instead, he finds himself trapped in an urban hell. This is a world where criminals rule the streets, and Drake, the city's crime boss, reigns supreme alongside his sadistic, murderous sons, Slick and Ivan. Amidst the chaos, the hobo comes across a pawn shop window displaying a second-hand lawnmower. He dreams of making the city a beautiful place and starting a new life for himself. But as the brutality continues to rage around him, he notices a shotgun hanging above the lawnmower. Quickly, he realizes the only way to make a difference in this town is with the gun in his hand and 2 shells in its chamber. There we go. Since I have a lot to go through, I might just break up this video and do a few parts, but I'll go ahead and do some more until I decide it's getting a bit too long. Happy Death Day. It's a Blumhouse split Get Out. Whiplash producers this original and innovative rewinding thriller in which a blissfully self-centered co-ed Jessica Roth, La La Land, is doomed to relive the day of her murder unless she can identify her masked assailant and hopefully stop the madness. If she can't, she will be stuck in sane loop, revealing a ghoulish nightmare that has become her death day. Alternate ending and deleted scenes, Worth's birthday ever, behind the mask, the suspects, the many deaths of Tree. Yeah, I did enjoy this. I wish they did an R rating for it, but for a PG-13 movie, it wasn't too bad. They're actually planning on a sequel on this already, so, I mean, that tells how well it did. This is a really good one if you haven't seen yet. It's the clown art from All Hallows Eve called The Terrifier. This was definitely gruesome, definitely worth a watch. Twisted clown. Up there with Freddy, Jason, and Jigsaw. A thrilling, brutal, gory 80s throwback. A maniacal clown named Art terrorizes 3 young women on Halloween night, and everyone else who stands in his way. Not for the squeamish. Special features include director's commentary with Art the Clown, behind-the-scenes featurette, interview with Jenna Kennel, deleted scenes, Art the Clown time-lapse makeup, trailers, subtitles, and trailers and stills. So if you liked All Hallows Eve, here's a full-length movie of Art the Clown. And there you go. Sorry for the reflections. Trying to get it the best I can. And then this was one I actually ordered on Walmart.com it's a 2-pack, and it's got All Hallows Eve and Mischief Night. So, All Hallows Eve, beautiful, unsuspecting Sarah is looking forward to a quiet Halloween night at home with the 2 young teens she's babysitting. Then she discovers an unmarked old VHS videotape in one of the kids' bags of candy. On the tape, a series of wildly outlandish tales of murder, torture, and unearthly mayhem, all somehow linked to a diabolical clown from hell. As each tale ratchets up the terror, bizarre phenomena begin to occur in the house, and Sarah discovers that the grimacing white-faced clown on the video may be saving his most horrific All Hallows Eve treat just for her. Mischief Night, Daniel Hugh Kelly Cujo, The Good Son, stars with Ali Walker, Sons of Anarchy, and Noel Coward, Brother's Keeper, in this pulse-pounding suspense thriller. Traumatized by the death of her mother in a car accident 9 years ago, young M. Walton suffers from a psychosomatic blindness. Home alone on the night before Halloween, M's plans for a quiet evening take a horrifying turn when an unknown masked intruder materializes and begins to systematically stalk and torment her. As the sadistic killer closes in, M is forced to rely on her remaining heightened senses if she hopes to survive the terrifying darkness of Mischief Night. There we go. I think it's coming up 8 minutes here. I'll just do 1 or 2 more. This one's one that I got at Walmart. It's got Dina Meyer from Saw, David Lipper, Austin Highsmith, Levy Train, and Lance Henriksen, called The Unwilling. Following the death of the family's patriarch, a group of relatives meet the estate of agoraphobic and OCD son, David Lipper, frequency Fuller House, for the reading of his will. Each family member wants a piece of the inheritance. A mysterious box appears and begins to seduce them with their deepest, darkest, and deadliest desires. Siblings Michelle, Dana Meyer, Saw 1 through 4. Vanity causes her to fall prey to her image in an antique mirror. Her power-hungry ex-husband, Robert Russler, Nightmare on Elm Street, now engaged to a much younger woman, Bree Williamson, Gossip Girl, is consumed by a gold bar. Darren, Jake Thomas, AI artificial intelligence, succumbs to a drug addiction that spirals out of control, leading him to turn against his sister. One by one, they are put through terrifying trials which leave a body count in their wake. Only David is aware that he may be up against the vengeful spirit of his father or something far more sinister searching for new souls to feed upon. In a fight to the finish, who will give in to temptation and who will survive? There we go. And I'm going to continue this pickup in another video. So like, share, subscribe, and see you next time.